Now let us talk about another type of energy which we get from the sea. Let us talk about wave energy. What is meant by wave energy? The energy obtained from kinetic energy of wave is called wave energy. We have already talked what are waves. Waves are produced by strong winds blowing across the sea. This you need to keep in mind when waves are produced. Waves are produced by strong winds blowing across the sea. So, for wave energy to work well, strong wind is needed. If there is a strong wind, then only this wave energy will work in a better manner. Again, what is the use of this wave energy? So, wave energy is used for generating electricity. So, the kinetic energy possessed by waves near the seashore can be trapped in a similar manner to generate electricity. The waves are generated by strong winds blowing across the sea, as we discussed. Variable energy would be used in a better manner where there are strong winds. Now, we know that waves are the disturbance in the medium. When there is a strong wind, waves are created. Now, how this is helpful? How is it working? Let us see. The picture displayed on the screen, you can refer, there is a piston. Piston is what? Piston is a cylindrical structure. It can be of metal which moves up and down. Okay, so there is a piston and there will be turbine and there will be generator. What happens as the waves are created, the piston moves up and down, and this movement of piston helps the turbine to rotate, and when turbine rotates it will generate electricity. It is so simple to remember. Remember that there is a piston which is a metal piece which moves up and down when there is a difference in water surface. So when there will be waves created, the piston moves up and down. When piston moves up and down, the turbine rotates, and when the turbine rotates, it will generate electricity. So how the electricity is produced, that we have learned. Again, there is a disadvantage associated with this wave energy, that the wave energy is obtained only where strong winds are blowing across the sea. Where there are no strong winds, this cannot be done. So this is a disadvantage. This is all about wave energy. Now let us talk about another type of energy which we get from the sea, and that is ocean thermal energy. What is ocean thermal energy? The energy obtained due to difference in temperature between the ocean surface and deeper sections of ocean. What it is? The energy which is obtained due to the difference in temperature between the surface of ocean and deeper sections of ocean. You may think that will there be a difference in temperature on surface of the ocean and deeper section of the ocean? Of course, yes. Why? Because the surface of the ocean gets more sunlight, that is why it is quite hot, and the deeper sections of the ocean do not get that much of sunlight. That is why it is relatively cold than the surface of the ocean. So we can say that the water at the surface of the sea or ocean is heated up by sun, whereas the water in deeper sections is relatively cold. It is true, right? Now, this difference in temperature is used to obtain ocean thermal energy. And how it is done? This energy is obtained in ocean thermal energy conversion plants. So, the device which convert this, that is what? Ocean thermal energy conversion plants. Remember it. It is OTECP, that is Ocean Thermal Energy Conversion Plants. Remember, too easy it is. Now, as we know that the surface of the ocean is quite hot, whereas the deeper sections are comparatively cold. Now, let us see about ocean thermal energy conversion plants. We will not talk in much detail. Here, we will have a brief discussion on this. So, these plants can operate if the temperature difference between the water at surface and water at deeper sections up to 2 km is 20 Kelvin or more. Remember, there should be a difference in temperature of both temperature of the surface of the ocean and temperature of deeper section of ocean. In between this, the temperature difference should be 20 Kelvin or more than it, or 20 Celsius or more than that. Okay, remember it should be 20 or 20 degrees Celsius or more than that. Now, this is the brief idea how this plant works. So see, there is an evaporator, there is a condenser, there is a turbine generator. This we will not talk in much detail. Let us see in brief what happens. Now, when there is a hot water, so you can see that is a warm surface of seawater. You can see on left hand side there is a red color which is shown, that is of warm surface of seawater. So what happens? This warm surface water is used to boil a volatile liquid like ammonia. Now there is an evaporator. What will happen? There is a liquid ammonia inside it. So when this hot water from the surface of the sea comes in, this liquid ammonia will start boiling. Why? Because we know that when the temperature increases, the things will start evaporating. So when there is a warm water coming in, this liquid ammonia, it is a liquid ammonia, so what will happen? It will start to boil, and then it forms vapors of ammonia, which means from liquid it is converted to vapor forms. And these vapors of liquid ammonia are used to run the turbine of the generator. As you can see in the figure, the turbine will rotate and it will generate electricity. Now, on the other hand, there is a cold water which is coming from the deeper section. So what will happen? The cold water which is coming from the depth of the ocean will be pumped up, and what it will do, as it is cold water, it will condense the vapor again to liquid. Okay, and then again that liquid ammonia will be evaporated, and then it will be used for generating electricity. This way this cycle goes on. Let us revise once again. There is a warm water which is coming from the surface of the ocean. As the temperature of water is higher, it will start boiling the liquid ammonia, and liquid ammonia will be converted into vapor ammonia. These vapors are helpful to run the turbine and to generate electricity. On the other hand, the deeper sections have cold temperature, so that cold water will come and will be pumped up, and there is a condenser. You see, now we know what is condenser. Condenser will cool down the things. So here in this condenser, this cold water will condenses the vapor. Now when condensation happens, the vapor will become again liquid. Vapor will be changed into liquid, so again it became liquid ammonia, and this liquid ammonia will be sent again to get evaporated. So this way the cycle goes on. So this is the working of ocean thermal energy conversion plant. So here we completed discussion on energy from the sea. The energy potential which we get from the sea, which means the energy which we get from the sea, that is tidal energy, wave energy and ocean thermal energy, is large. It is helpful, but at the same time the efficient commercial exploitation is difficult. To use them at benefiting rate is little difficult. So this is all about energy from the sea.